Okay, students, nice meeting you again with the learning channel on Ma'am Nur Ekaningsih Channel. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, we will learn listening again, but listening here for the listening for academic purposes. Our topic today for the listening for academic purposes is about educational system in China. Before we start to the audios of listening, please you need to comprehend the objectives of our learning today. What are the objectives? Number 1, you can listen to comprehend audio of educational system in China. And then 2, you can find the meaning of some common phrases from the audio of educational system in China. 3, you can do exercises based on educational system in China. 4, you can differ the educational system in China and Indonesia. There will be 2 audios here that you are going to listen for your practice of listening for academic purposes. The topic here for both audios are similar. That is about the system of education in China. So, from the audios here, we are going to know the topic of discussion from the 2 audios first. There are 10 topics about the education system in China that you are going to listen from 2 audios. From the first audio, you are going to know about 1, education level. The second, about the compulsory education. The third, the entrance exam. 4, the kinds of school in China, of course. 5, the kinds of sciences in educational system in China. This is from audio 1. And then from audio 2, you will know about 1, the number of students educated in China. 2, the days of school in China. 3, the hours of school. And then the 4, the China PISA assessment. And then the last, that is about teachers and students ratio in educational system in China. Okay, these are some topics that you are going to listen from audio 1 and audio 2. And now, Memeka will deliver some common phrases from the audio 1 and audio 2. Now we are going to start for some common phrases as the introduction before you listen. From audio 1, you are going to know about junior middle school. Junior middle school means school for students who are in grade 6 up to 8, ages 11 up to 13 years old. And then lifetime test means an electrical stress test that typically implies voltage and or temperature to accelerate the appearance of wear out reliability values in a device. Okay, and then enrollment mark means the process of recording entries in an official book. Then youth pressure. Youth pressure means a region where the atmospheric pressure at the surface of the planet is greater than its surrounding environment. Okay, and then from audio 1, you have to find the meaning of 2 common phrases after you listen. So there are 2 common phrases that I'm not going to explain here. Those are 1, Gaokao examination, and then the second is post-secondary education. What are they? And then from the second audio. From the second audio, Mamika will explain about some common phrases like Blaster 8. Blaster 8 means the level of education in which students learn math or any other science, in the age of 9 up to 12. And then 8. And then secondary education. Secondary education means the level of education after completion the primary education level. There are 2 secondary school, junior and senior secondary school. So there are 2 secondary school, Those are junior and senior secondary school. Okay, and socio-economic backgrounds means an economic and sociological combined total measure of a person's work experience and of an individual or family's economic and social position in relation to others. Okay, and then the last phrase is rigorous exit exam. This means this is a kind of exit test in China, and the test took from 2 days up to 4 days in different parts of China, and a student will receive their test results in 2 weeks. Okay, this rigorous exit exam is like Go-Khao test or Go-Khao exams. Okay, students, there are 2 common phrases too that you have to know, that I'm not explaining here. On the second audio, you have to find the meaning of school tutoring and PISA assessment. What do they mean? You have to find from the second audio while you are listening. Okay, students, now it's time for you to listen for the 2 audios about educational system and China, in China. Let's listen.
What's the education system like in China? Chinese children over 6 years old are allowed to enter primary school. After 6 years education here, they spend 3 years in junior middle school. This 9-year education they receive is called National Compulsory Education, which requires all school-age children to be educated free of charge. Following compulsory education, Chinese students will sit their first important lifetime test, the senior high school entrance examination, Zhongkao. Based on the results and personal choices, 87% of students step into senior secondary education, and 57% go to regular senior secondary schools to gain cultural and scientific knowledge, while 43% enter secondary vocational schools to be trained with skills for employment. In most provinces, those who enter regular schools will be divided into classes focused on social sciences, Chinese, English, mathematics, politics, history, and geography, or natural sciences, Chinese, English, mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology. Whichever one they choose decides what they will be tested on during the college entrance examination, Gaokao, their second important exam. The total point of the examination is 750. In fact, there are 6 foreign languages that can be chosen. English is the most popular. Whether students enter the university they prefer depends on their final scores and the enrollment mark of the university. Therefore, Gaokao is greatly significant to Chinese. That's why most senior students in high school work hard to prepare for the examination under huge pressure. However, China has implemented historic education system reform. Gaokao will adopt a 3+3 model. All subjects require higher-level Chinese, especially in traditional Chinese culture. Chinese education points to comprehensive personal development-oriented education. Gaokao tends to select examinees on the basis of majors.
China educates nearly 300 million students per year, including post-secondary. 60% of Chinese students start as early as 2 years old, and by the age of 4, 85% of students are enrolled. 93% of students in China are enrolled in the compulsory education that lasts through age 9. China retains 87% of their students through secondary education. China's students go to school nearly 230 days a year, including some Saturdays, and the average day lasts 8.6 hours. Almost all Chinese students have after-school tutoring, and over 50% of Chinese students study 2 or more hours after school each day. China's government has the second largest GDP behind the US, but they only allocate about 4% toward education. China has a 99% literacy rate for students 15 through 24. China continuously scores number 1 in the world on PISA assessments in math, reading, and science. China accomplishes this with some of the most disadvantaged socioeconomic backgrounds. Even though some primary classrooms have 55 to 60 students, China has an average teacher-student ratio of 14.5 to 1, very similar to the US. All Chinese students are preparing for a rigorous exit exam called the Gaokao. The test is twice as long as the SAT and takes 2 days. This extreme pressure can be attributed to several cultural influences. China's one-child policy forces extreme weight on students to succeed and bring income, honor, and hope to families. Confucius's idea that a perfect morality exists must mean achieving perfection is reachable in other aspects of life, such as education. There is also a very high competitiveness for small pool of jobs.
Okay, students, after you listen to 2 audios about the educational system in China, for audio 1 and audio 2, you should find the meaning of 1. Gaokao examination and 2. Post-secondary level in audio 1. And then from audio 2, you have to find the meaning of school tutoring and PISA assessment. Your assignment is, for each student, just chooses 2 questions from the first audio or the second audio. Not all of them. Then choose 1 audio. And then choose one of the audios, answer the 2 phrases on the comment of the video. So just choose audio and then write down the answer for 2 phrases given as the questions, related to the audio. Okay, and then the answer will be written on the comment of the video. Okay, students, this is our learning. I hope that you enjoy this learning. Thank you, and do your assignment in the comment of the video below, and see you again on the next material. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.